Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Whitaker, but you probably already know that from the name of the channel. And this is just a message for Adam Sandler. And I will be as sincere as I possibly can. Oh, Sandler, you and me go way back. When I mean way back, I mean I used to think a lot of your movies were funny. I like Waterboy. I like Billy Madison a little bit. And I own Mr. Deeds. I don't remember how good that was though. But that was all in the past. Today now you've been doing mostly schlock, and everyone can see that. I think even you can see that. Every every movie that you make now seems to have tropes. It has it takes place at a vacation place, which is where you obviously take your vacation at. You film most of these where you take your vacation at. You did with Jack and Jill, The Do Over, let's see, Ridiculous Sits. Hmm. Oh boy, what's the other one? Man, there's so many. All right, Murder Mystery. You did it with. Oh man, there's so many. There's so many. Wrong Missy, but that was just your production. You weren't actually in that one. And yeah, that's just one of the tropes. The other tropes is it seems I don't know, maybe you had something that happened to you in your childhood because this trope seems to come up a lot. You being a loser and then suddenly you're cool now. And your bully comes, you confront your bully, and you win by circumstance, whether it be actually facing them or beating them at some competition. Whatever it is, I hope you get over it because, you know, you're not really a kid anymore. I really don't know if you're in your 40s or your 50s now, but whatever it is, you really gotta get over it because it's seeping into your production. It's been seeping into your production for like 10 years now. Probably longer than that, actually. It's Grown Ups 2 did it. Pitzels, you did the same thing. Yeah, you did with those two. And then you have Sandy Wetzler, where he was cool legend. It's like a glory fantasy, but you don't really know how to do that either because you still kind of seem lame in it. And then you have Ridiculous Sits. Again, you're a legend, but again, you don't really know how to do that. It seems like you have two tropes that you fight yourself over. Trope of being a loser and then coming on top as a winner by circumstance, and then just being a legend, but you don't really know how to do that because I don't know, you don't know how to write it or lack of experience thereof. Either way, it's obvious and everyone can see it. Everyone can see that you take your vacations while making these. Well, no, you make these while taking your vacations. That's the perfect context to it. You're on vacation. You have this Netflix deal that you have where you're supposed to make movies. They don't have to be good. They're just there to fill up space for Netflix's roster. And so, vacation spot you're in is the perfect place to make the movie since it's a good setting and you don't have to pay money for it. So obviously, yes, you will make a movie at those vacation spots because it's smart, but at the same time, it's not because it's very obvious that you're doing this on vacation every single time ever since say I'm gonna say 2011 since that was the first time you sold out. Jack and Jill, everyone knows that was just a humongous advertisement, probably possibly bigger than the Emoji Movie, which is coincidence. They were both made by Sony. And speaking of that, I see you've been sucking on the teats of Columbia Pictures a lot. It's not just Happy Madison. You've been just sucking off Sony a lot, and now I guess you're sucking on the other nipple of Netflix now, draining their money, and I don't know what you're getting out of it. I really don't know what you're getting out of it, Sandler, besides money. I mean, obviously you're exhausted. Everyone can see it. You know, your acting, it's stale. Not just because you don't know how to act. We've seen you act. Uncut Gems was a masterpiece. It was a complete masterpiece, hands down. But now whenever you make your own productions, your own films, you look tired, you look exhausted, you don't look like you want to be there. And I think that's actually why you weren't even in the wrong Missy, because you knew that one was already done. Like you have the proposal, you have bringing down the house, you have all about Steve, and there's another one, which are all almost exactly the same as the wrong Missy, except they're funny and they have material into them. Meanwhile, wrong Missy, no, just a carbon copy, and you're not even in it. And I see that the latest one you've made is Hubby Halloween, where I see what you tried to do. You you tried to bring back that impression you did with Waterboy and Billy Madison. You know, the impression that put you on the map, the whole speech impediment disability thing, and it doesn't work. It's watered down, pun intended. See that I did a better joke than most of your movies ever made. But yeah, it's watered down. Don't really add anything to it. So it's already a stale 25-year-old joke that you brought back, added nothing to it, and you expect people to watch it, which they do because it's Netflix. Again, Netflix is a place that just takes anything. If it fills up space, they'll take it. And that's what they do with Hubby Halloween. You scaring people. I only got into 10 minutes of it. When I saw Kevin James in it, I let out a big sigh. Kevin James is a good guy. You know, we both know that. He even has a YouTube channel. It's amazing. You know, he probably could actually make a movie of his own. He's got ideas, you know. Some of them are short, but they are ideas and not just excuses to use the vacation spot as a setting for your movie. So y'all give him credit for that. And I guess just put this to an end is just a question for you. Do you really want this to be your legacy? Do you really want all these tired movies where even you look tired, where they are all the same? The premise is the only difference, and every single joke is just either you yelling, someone getting hurt, or a bad stereotype by Rob Schneider. Do you really want that to be your legacy, Adam Sandler? Do you really want people to remember that after you die? Do you really want this to be the first thing people think of you when you go? Not Uncut Gems or oh Waterboy, that was a pretty good solid film. I could watch that again. Do you really want this to be what you are, even when you're alive right now? There's one piece of advice I could give you because it seems like no one's saying anything else besides, oh, you look tired. One piece of advice I could give is just retire. You can go on with acting. You're a darn good actor. You did give Uncut Gems. That could be something new. You know, just take any role you can get. Not any role you get. Don't be in that's Nicolas Cage. Don't do that. Just take any good roles. If it feels good, do it. If your agent tells you to do a role, look at it yourself. Because agents these days, the water hole is kind of scarce, so they're trying to get as much mud as they can. So yeah, just think on it. If by any fly on a wall's chance this even gets to you, do good, Adam Sandler.